I think I'd reached a stage in life where maybe more directly I wanted to do some good in the community. A job which would allow me to assist others and assist people who were trying to assist others. I'd worked with the police professionally for a number of years, worked alongside them, been really impressed with the people that I was dealing with, but very, very aware of the challenges in communities that policing were dealing with. And I felt I could make a difference. So I was a university professor. It gives you a great grounding in critical thinking, never accepting the status quo, always wanting to look for something better or more innovative. My specialism was national security and policing governance. And I think I'd reached a point where, rather than be a critic from the outside or an observer or a bystander, I felt I could use what I'd done to help transform from within. The greatest challenge is the level of risk that I carry as a superintendent, operational risk. But also there's a business side to the role, and that is very important because the impacts of my decision making, well, they're impacts on the community, they're impacts on our people within police, and they're impacts on the public purse. I think what gives me reassurance as a senior manager is the brilliance, the excellence of the people within police. I trust them, they give me ample evidence to trust them, and we get the job done. To have a big vision, without a doubt. This scheme is about how you can assist transformation of one of the most important institutions of this country, bar none. Don't think small, challenge yourself. How can I make a difference in the long term? How can I assist? Have your palette as a broad one. Think about how you'll articulate it. How are you going to make a difference? How are you going to help communities? How are you going to serve selflessly? How are you going to look after vulnerable people? But how are you going to change the service in a very good way? There's a really important part of decision making in policing, which is around trying to do good, trying to do the ethical thing. So we try to innovate, to do things in better, more effective, more efficient ways, but we have to do them ethically. So if you're thinking about applying, think about this whole idea of trying to do good. Think about who you're serving, perhaps the most vulnerable people in community. Can you assist them? Can you put them, their interests, ahead of your interests? That kind of ethical or character challenge is so important to any level of policing. And I'd really ask people in their application, when they're thinking about how they're going to express themselves, to think about that question: doing good, making the difference, being ethical while being innovative.